drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there.
So you have some friends over and everyone is having a good time. And all of a sudden,
we'll go live now. Screw it. I think, what's up, everybody? I think I just said we'll go live now after I hit the button. Oh, maybe I did. At least I didn't cuss. That's always good. What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's Thursday. Thursday. And if you hear a little weird noise in the background, that's Louie. We're going to give Louie 2 days in a row. He jumped up on my lap first, so we'll say our hellos. So happy Thursday. Hope you're doing good. What's cooking out in the internet world? I'm coming to you live from Oldsmar, Florida. Thirsty Thursday, Shelly says, and she's not blocked today. Oh, Natalie, that's funny because a lot of people think that. Oh, so what's up, everybody? We got little Louie here. Yeah, my boy. I guess my brother watches now. What's up, Steve, if you're watching? Steve's like, you never show Louie anymore, so I'm showing Louie BOGO days. I don't think dogs get jealous. Maybe they do. I don't know. Hopefully not. I don't mean to make Louie jealous. Hot in Lynn Haven, Gene, yes. We got a little frontal line coming down for a lot of folks, except the Florida Peninsula. Marcia, they do. Okay. What's up, Phil? Morning, James. What's up? Full Moon Sailing. What's up? Richard Reimer, Jessica. Hell, well, hey, congrats. Jessica says she quit smoking. Never liked it. Tried a few times, but wasn't for me. Mom and Dad did for a lot of years. I think they started like a lot of people their age, back in their early teens. My dad still does a little bit here and there, nothing like he used to, but he's like, I'm 87. He's like, you figured what that means. He's going to do what he wants to do. Already feeling lower humidity, Chris. Are you up there, buddy? I bet it's you got that cold front coming inching your way. Good morning, Steve from Gulfport. Jay, what's up, buddy? Jay, you were shadow banned one time, and now you're coming up. That's good. I don't know why it does that. Mary Ann, good morning. Cooking in the Keys, Susan. That's right, Shelly. Dad does what Dad wants. Brian, what's up, Sunrise Fire Rescue? What's going on that side of the world? Florida, that is. Nothing really. Haven't really had a lot of rain down there, have you? We've had this really strong high-pressure flow. That's why we got a new drought map we'll look at here in a second. I bet you South Florida's still under a drought. Oh, a few more hellos. We'll get cranking here in a few minutes. Oh, God. Oh, my little fox. This is my, Louis like, what is that? This is my Fox weather phone holder thingy. But I can't put it on the ground because Longo likes to chew it. So I'm going to have to put it over here. So it just fell down. What the hell? What am I going to do with it? Here, I'll just put it right down. Here we go. They're like, what kind of setup do you have? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm streaming on an Android. Oh, he is a big snorer. All right, Florida. Who do we thank? Who do we support, Florida? A, B, C. Not only should you know your zone, A, B, or C, D, or E. Actually, that picture I shared yesterday from that apartment complex, they were zone D and E, not in an evacuation zone. People were arguing they should have been out of there. Well, if you're not in an evacuation zone, you don't really need to evacuate. It's a choice. But anyway, A, B, C. This is a new picture I found. It's beautiful, right? Beautiful stores across the state of Florida. So, Nancy from Pennsylvania. Richard Sanford, good morning. How's it going, buddy? John Wayne. Didn't you used to have a John Wayne reference? Michael Kane, Southern Indiana. You've been having a lot of action your way in the Indiana, Illinois, Ohio region there. It seems like that tornado alley thingy, whatever they call it, slide in that direction. For sure. Let's put the satellite up while we say hello. Amanda needs an ABC run. Well, there you go. Tomorrow's Friday. So hello to Sean and Mary and all the crew there. Appreciate your support. Danielle from Perry, Florida. My somewhat home away from home. We've been to Perry a ton. The song that you heard at the beginning of the show was Andy Simmons, and he is from Perry. Never dreamed in a million years when Andy started writing songs for Mike's Weather Page that Perry would end up having 3 hurricanes and a tornado. They do have Red Stripe, Ian. Morning, Robert. Danella and Angel Baby Max. What's up, Sebastian? Yeah, I woke him up. I poked him. Oh, that's right. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Is that a song? Oh my God, is that is Julie? Do Re Mi? Is that Mary Poppins? Are we referring to? Does it say ABC in Mary Poppins songs? Does it have a song ABC? Easy as 1, 2, 3, and that it says "Oh Do Re Mi"? Is that the song?
Do Re Mi is from Sound of Music.
Yeah, but does it say ABC in it?
And Mary Poppins, I don't know.
Oh. You guys got me all messed up. Oh, anyway, a few more minutes here. When is the next TBC event? Great question, Redman. All right, so we have our Spaghetti Model IPA coming out the end of August, early September, right? Second year. It's got a picture of Hunter on it. We got a Hurricane Hunter airplane. We have a nice little tribute to Hunter on the side of the can. We still got the Spaghetti Model IPA. Same flavor as last year. It's phenomenal. It sold out last year, so we wanted to keep the same flavor. So we're going to be doing a event Friday, February. Is it the 5th or the 7th? Or August 29th. What the hell? I'm all messed up. Shelly's there, right there. Friday, August 29th from 5 to 7 p.m. It's our little beer release party here locally at West Chase. There you go. It was a Michael Jackson song. Yeah, I'm all messed up. They threw in Do Re Mi, and I was thinking, because it's actually, believe it or not, Sarah was watching that the other day. The Sound of Music. Oh, it's The Sound of Music. Man, I'm all messed up. It's not Perry. It's not even Mary Poppins. You can tell I don't watch TV. Hey, James, there you go, buddy. I'm all right. Listen, name that tune is not my strong suit, okay? What's up, Bobby? This is the satellite, by the way, we're looking at of today going on. That little streak coming across the Atlantic is sunshine. Good morning. Good morning. It was 1970. It's older than me. I'm rubbing his tummy. Yes, I am. He is in heaven right now. All right, you say goodbye. I held you. 9:30. We should be talking tropics by now. Yesterday was a rambling day too. Sorry, buddy. Gotta let you down. The OG. He likes to grunt. He's a little grunter. Red Dog. I remember Red Dog. That was a product of Miller, I think. Heck yeah, it was the coolest logo. Red, white, and black logo there. Hey, Judy, how's it going? Need AC. You don't have AC? Article, Steve. We usually don't have links popped up here, but I saw your post, Steve. I'll take a look at it. I would like to read about La Nina and El Nino. So, Tammy, yeah, that was that. Let me tell you, so we went to a place called Senior Tequila last night. It's really good. They have really authentic food there and really good margaritas. Sunsets. They have really nice sunsets. So anytime I say I'm enjoying a nice sunset, you don't know what it means. Hey, real quick though, before I go to what I got open here, look at this. It's really fascinating to me. What do you think about this, Bobby? Look at this little rotation. I mean, it's not little; it's huge actually. But this is not tropical. But this is how tropics work. And just look at that rotation out there. That's really fascinating. It's the ITCZ. That's a Michael Jackson song, right? ITCZ. And we'll show you that in a little bit. I got a lot of windows to talk about. But basically, the winds come up. It's pretty fascinating, actually. But there's no convection. It's void of convection because of the dusty, dry air. But that's what we got. Let me post some other stuff here. What do I got open here? I got a few things to show you. What is this? That's nothing. This is it right here. All right, this one. Let me close that one. All right. What was all this John Madden stuff? Hey, Julie goes to the gym now 3 days a week, and she always brings me home Dunkin'. It's our tradition. Flapjacks. Where's that? That's down by... I remember that. Is that down by the Skyway? Or that's Captain Jack's? Ann Davis from Bunnell. Where the heck's that at? North. Oh, Laura's up in the Carolinas. Yep. You're going to have a lot of rain, unfortunately, this weekend. Delia from Puerto Rico. Hey, hello. I've never been. I'd love to go one time. Trent Hogg. How's it going, man? Where did you end up? Out west somewhere, right? Bill Elmquist. Our Rays lost by 1 run. Where's Eric at? Where's my daily at Skyway Jacks? Man, I got a good night's sleep last night. I'm feeling a lot better. I really think we go so much that when we don't go, I shut off. And had a nice 8-hour sleep last night. Well, not really, technically. What time did I go to bed, Julie? About 10? She's watching TV. Maybe 9. But I got up at 4. 7 hours sleep. Hell, maybe less. I think it was 10. 6 hours sleep. Man, I got to get some sleep, man. Okay, a couple more hellos. Travis, did you mean to put a T there or a Y? One of the Rays moving to Jacks? Thank you, Richard. Yeah, I was on Fox Weather yesterday with Bob. We're going to be there. Okay. You're in Oldsmore. Good. I thought you were out west somewhere. Oh, Flapjacks 580 Mullen Booth. Didn't even know that. That's right here. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? There's a place called Eve's that's really good. Local. All right, so what is all this scribble? Let's talk weather real quick. We'll say I'll zoom in over here in a little bit. Usually we only go to 9:30 chat, but all right. So a couple things in tropics. There's nothing officially right now. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Nothing's official, but people like to know what I'm watching, what's out there, what could be brewing, where we could see some surprise stuff. That's what I've always done. So if you think that's hype, turn the page. Don't go running to your local meteorologist and saying that you don't like Mike because he talks what he talks about all the time. So number one, we got this frontal line lingering this week. This is going to be the storyline. A lot of rain this weekend. Cool air, actually. 5-10 degrees below normal for a lot of folks. Cold up in the northeast. Front line coming down right now. A lot of heavy rain. We're going to talk about it for New England. But this number one, sometimes these old fronts can pop off a little low pressure. We've seen it a million times over the last 500,000 years. But couple little models that maybe here, but most likelihood is going to be the typical plopping over the Gulf Stream, low pressure, and then those usually go off to the northeast. So that's an area to potentially watch first. Number two is this area we just showed spinning. It's surrounded by a lot of dusty, dry air. We've watched that convection that used to look like number three fizzle out, runs out of moisture. When it runs out of moisture in the atmosphere, they just fizzle away. But it's got a little spinach, and it's going to reach the northern part of the islands around the 2nd, a couple days from now. A couple of models are showing it possibly trying to get back going here, and very, very few models operational showing it, almost none right now. I didn't even look at the UK, but I just wanted to point out that this area should be watched as maybe a spot because it is a wave. There is spin to it. Some of the Euro and the Google AI ensembles do develop it, so we'll keep an eye on it. Very low chance right now, but it is something that I'm watching. And there is strong signaling that this number three now could be the one. Now, I talked to Bob yesterday on Fox Weather that it seems, and Bobby, you probably have seen this a bazillion times too. The first one clears the way for the second one, and sometimes we see the first wave kind of moisten up the atmosphere a little bit, and now we're starting to see these waves coming off, a little more moisture. So, we'll see. I'm going to show you all these scenarios. So that's basically it. But again, nothing to worry about. There's nothing official. Don't ask me when's it going to be here, because there's no it. There's no it. Okay? Oh, who's complaining? Oh, somebody doesn't like what I share. Good. I don't like Mike. Okay. Bye-bye. Yep, Bobby. Yep, I'm looking at. Yep, A1. Yeah, that second one's looking really interesting. All right, so there's that. If you're curious, here's what we got real quick in a nutshell. What's happening today? Fog again. Like, I don't know what's going on in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, but you all are waking up to fog every morning. Is there a lot of drinking going on? Is that what you do in the summer? All summer long? Summer. Hey, what are you going to do this summer? I don't know. It depends on if it's on a weekend or not. But there's a lot of foggy folks in the north there, but that's fog. Here's the rain that we're worried about. There's going to be some flooding. It looks like there's going to be some flash flooding to worry about in the northeast today. Orange is extreme heat. I'm tired of talking about the heat. It's hot. I know. Look at it. It's not going as far north anymore because that front's coming down. But we still have extreme heat warnings in the purple, and we have heat advisories in the orange. That's going on today. Here is a new outlook map for day 3, day 7. This is leftover lingering rains in the early part of next week. We're still showing heavy rain, actually 8.2, 8.3. This could be the beginnings of the possible tropics if that little low pops over here somewhere. Hazardous heat, though, in Texas and Florida. They do not get to enjoy this front line. We stay hot, 8.2 to 8.5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, one time in math class, I'll never forget, how many days is 8.5, 8.2 to 8.5? Well, I've subtracted 5 from 2 and got 3, right? How many days is 8.2 to 8.5? 3. No, it's not. 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, 8.5. 4. Pop-up storms, Lenny Ward, and very, very, very pop-up storms, St. Pete, just like we saw yesterday. There's a lot of fire, smoke from the fires. Yeah, that's probably it, Jennifer, more than anything. You're right. I should have clarified that. Fog from smoke. Seems like Canada fires are a big thing every year, right? Okay, so there's that. All right, what else we got open here? Here's your storm chances today. We got storms. Actually, could be feisty there along the New England area there in the yellow. So, should I turn this off? I should probably turn off my beeper. Shelly got me to try the Pixel phone, and I kind of like it. Anybody else noticing the mobile Facebook's kind of weird, not showing everything all the time? All right, so there's possible storms today. All right, tomorrow that line of storms moves a little farther south. So we have this area. We have a lot of viewers in this area. So tomorrow we could get some pop-up thunderstorms tomorrow. Okay, Friday. So that area could be watching some pretty strong little thunderstorms tomorrow. So that's that front line. It's lingering. It's inching south. Here's your rainfall through the weekend, basically, and you can see where the heavy rain is going to be coastal. Could be 3 to 4 inches, though, across parts of Georgia, South Carolina there, maybe North Carolina coastal. Down to Florida Panhandle, I need to note, again, models were really wrong about this blob bringing a lot of rain to the upper Gulf. I clarified that several times. I hate sometimes posting something and it doesn't verify it, but it was showing it. But it's not verifying. This front is going to keep its juice off to the east. So typical rains in the Florida Peninsula. Blue is only an inch or so, very isolated. This is five days of rain. Daily rainfall, I'm going to show you here in a second, but here's your flood. We just got a heat index advisory posted now. All right, so here's the flooding map today. Red is pretty bad. So anybody in red and yellow need to watch out for flash flooding today. Flash flooding means a lot of rain quick. We talked about that on the Fox Weather yesterday. That's usually a story that's hard to predict. And we have a lot of isolated flooding lately, it seems like, over the last couple of years. Fast falling rains, and they don't drain. And that's what that means. That's today. Tomorrow, that heavy rain moves south. It's Carolinas, mountains. Okay, we're going to be watching for that heavy rain. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of rain to create problems. A couple inches in the mountains can be bad. So unfortunately, we're going to be watching for flooding tomorrow, Friday, yellow, and then moves a little bit farther south into Saturday. Okay, so that frontal line is inching south as the rain. Okay, that's the storyline. So we got a lot of folks that watch us here too. So that's Saturday rains. Not really showing up much for Sunday. Daily rains, here's today. Shows you where that heavy rainfall is up in the New England area. Mid-Atlantic, getting a little bit in the Carolinas. This is today. Tomorrow rains, Friday. That line is starting to inch south. There's that heavy rain, Carolinas. Tomorrow, Friday. Here's Saturday rains. It starts to inch south. Now, South Carolina, Georgia, a little bit into Florida there on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it lingers even longer. So we have, a lingering front line. This is Sunday. And then Monday, it's still there. And then Tuesday, it's slowly disappearing. Back to kind of some normal weather. So this is where we can see a little storm pop off. These would be harmless. This would give us our fourth named storm. Number one comment I see every 5 seconds is, we're supposed to have a busy season. Everybody promised us a busy season. Well, we're actually kind of on schedule, honestly, now. August 3rd is our typical third named storm. August the 3rd is the third named storm. We've already had 3 named storms. So don't let your guards down. July is typically slow. So August, September, October are the months where you got to really watch. And don't think the season's a bust because it's slow in July. I've learned from experience. We all get complacent thinking that the season's a bust because we get so amped up. And you got some dude that's on live every day hyping things up. And nothing ever happens. So, I think there's a burn up that way, WV Mama. All right, so there's a rain. All right, that's it. Let's talk about tropics. Here you go. Nothing cooking the next 7 days. All right, there you go. Mainly because the models aren't showing anything. 7 days, I don't know. These frontal line setups are sneaky, so might get something. I don't know if I like the 7 day thing, honestly, because we'll get something pop up and it'll be like Monday or Tuesday. This this is to next Thursday. But anyway, officially, if you want a cozy, warm feeling, this is where you want to look. You don't want to listen to my long-range ideas. All right, this came out a couple days ago. This kind of summarizes what we're talking about for next week. Possible frontal line, and then this red, the reason it's extended down here to Bahamas is this wave coming up here. So it's less than 20%. This is NOAA. I didn't make the map. And then the following week, we have that wave that's kind of emerging now, honestly, I think, maybe. But they're basically just saying this area is going to get juicy here in the middle part of August. That's just historic more than anything. So anyway, there is some areas that are hatched from the National Oceanic, whatever. I don't even know what it stands for. NOAA. I posted this yesterday. I got a lot of feedback on it. I have this image on the website. It's a very general rule of thumb. Hey, Jose, great question. Derechos are rare in Florida. Well, usually they're jet stream driven areas that move across the plains. Usually they happen northern or middle of the U.S. northward because of the jet stream. Jet stream kind of pushes them along. We don't get the jet stream influence down here. We're kind of our own little animal down here with weather, So they're more of a jet stream influence phenomenon. You get energy from the south driving in front of it, and you get a low pressure area that's, as Reed calls them, bowling balls. But you get a low pressure area coming across the plains there, and then you get energy from the south pulling up in front of it, and it feeds it, and you get basically a bow like that. Well, it would be like that. Actually, it's flipped. So it's good. How do I make my hand like that? Like that? No, it's like this. Like that. But it's not coming on the camera right. So it's got to be like that. Wait a minute. That's what it looks like. But on the camera, it's like that. So if I do like this. Yeah, like that. There we go. All right. Whack, whack. Sorry. But it's usually the leading edge of a low that pushes across. Sorry. I know some stuff sometimes. I just don't know how to speak. Okay, so this is an interesting map. So it's not 100%, but it gives a great idea. I know there's cleaner ones out there. There's some nice ones, but they were put together by, my buddy Ed Petrowski. I don't like to really steal their thunder. This is an FSU site, which I love the folks at FSU. I've met a lot of students there. So I use the FSU Met one. But what's kind of neat, the reason I circled this was our spot yesterday. Hypothetically speaking, if our spot were to come up here, the color indicates how many days away it would be. So 8 minus 1. I'm not going to get technical. Basically 8 to 9 days. So 8 to 9 days, anything in this light green area, 8 to 9 days it would reach. And the reason I said continental U.S., because people get kind of confused sometimes. We got the U.S. Virgin Islands, we got Puerto Rico, a lot of folks, so they, I always just say continental U.S. just to make it clear, lower 48. But it's 8 days from this spot right here, 8 to 10 days. If a spot comes off of Africa, it's 12 to 14 days from that time it exits. Like I said, it's not 100%, but it just gives a basic rule of thumb. Yellow would be, 4 to 5 days before it could possibly reach. So just, like I said, it's very basic, but it really, number one question is, okay, well, if this wave were to do something, how long would it take to get to Florida? Well, it could be 8 to 10 days. It'd be a week. It'd be, later next week. So that's what that was about. So it's a kind of rule of thumb. I like it. This is a cool map. Kind of showing you that highlighted area, possibly off the coast, and a little color here. So it kind of puts into perspective what we're looking at. I want to show you individual model runs here on Tropical Tidbits real quick. We always used to show these. I'm going to do it again. This is to show you the last couple runs of the GFS. So red is high pressure, very strong high pressure reds. Blues, you start to see lower pressures. Lower pressure means rain. Here's our little spot, the third already crossed through here, not organized. There's a possible little spinner from our front line, this is where we might see a little spinner from the front. See them pop, pop, pop. Don't know where they're going to go, but they will go north, east 99% of the time. Why? Because, well, we got a high pressure here. These winds here are stronger than these winds here, and that usually is your steering current. Now, when we have a system here, sometimes these are weaker highs, okay, and we have a high pressure over the U.S., that's a stronger high, and that sometimes drives our systems more that direction. So the high is stronger on the Atlantic side, allowing the systems more of a northeast turn. So there's your GFS, and going around the time frame of the 6th and 7th and 8th is where we're seeing some signs of something, and it's not there. And it's not going to be showing up on these operation runs because I've already looked. So, and I don't even know why I'm showing the GFS, because when it, like I said the other day, when it's showing nothing, I'd be worried, because when it always showed something, it never happened. So let's not waste any time on the GFS. But the Euro AI, again, showing a little low here, possibly this Sunday. There's our little spot here over Hispaniola. This is the wave, and it doesn't really do anything with it. But notice what comes into the picture is that next wave. So anybody in the islands, this is kind of the time frame, August 10th, 11th, and it's developing that one. Now it was developing this one, and now it's not. So, but it has shown that second wave coming off of Africa. This would be the 9th. That's the AI. Now the AI did really good last year, so I'm showing it for a reason. And again, here's the low pressure this following week from that wave in the middle Atlantic. Not really doing anything with it. Kind of lingers with it. So the one out there could be something. All right, the Canadian, not really showing much on our first wave. There's our possible little low, August the 4th, Monday. Maybe a little window. That's an old front, and nothing. So, like I said, I'm not gonna try to find a model to cherry pick. The idea is there. There's our low Monday. So there you go. So that gives you the idea. All right. Nothing really yet to stress about. We got a lot of dry air. The moisture content in the Atlantic is way less than it was 2 days ago. It's drying up this low pressure area. Blue's water vapor. You can see it. There's a little pop going on. It's getting some moisture from the south. You can see that on the rotation. So, we got high pressure to the north wrapping in. We got a little moisture from the south side, but you watch the blues just kind of like fade away, and the whites are more moisture. So, but look at all the green coming in behind. All right, that's that. But I am curious in the spinach though. Let's look at the spinach real quick. It's been really interesting to follow along the little bit of spin that it's had, and it's not really like it was yesterday. Actually, you see the idea where it's kind of at. It's just definitely not. It's very broad. So yeah, nothing. They had a better structure yesterday for sure. But you can see, this is pretty fascinating though, to look at the overall. Actually, you can see it really good on the moisture map. I shared this morning. This is the precipitable water map. This is the moisture in the air. And you can really see kind of the whole idea right here. This is it right here. This is just water, moisture in the atmosphere. But generally, you can see the water getting pulled up from the south, up and around it. And it's moving very fast, too. So the big story this year is the Atlantic has been extremely strong winds. And that, prevents development, too. Anytime a wave or anything's, upwards of 20 knots, or 20, do they measure speed in knots? Or is that just boating? I don't know. But anytime it's as fast as it's going now, it's harder for systems to slow down and get wrapped up. But that's basically it. All right. So a couple other things I got pulled up here before we get to the 10 o'clock hour. European ensembles. All right, so let's look at the Euro AI. What we're looking at here is a bunch of little low pressures this weekend and early next week. None of them are really showing organization yet, but those little lows just mean front of line lows pushing off to the northeast. Then we get a few popping. Let's get a little closer here to the Southwest Atlantic. So this is actually the second wave. All right, so we're gonna talk about one wave at a time. So I need to get a little closer to golf. I guess golf might work. All right, so this little area right here is where we're watching that wave try to get going again. So there you go. That's been the general thought process for almost a week. Somewhere in this area, we might get a wave. Maybe this wave merges with some frontal line. Who knows? It's just this is the sparked area that we've been watching. And a Euro AI, shows a couple. Not a lot, but that whole general idea is still there. That's why I don't want to not keep my one eye off of this general area. That would be for the wave in the middle. Okay, the Euro is showing a couple, not that many, like 3 or 4. So the Euro operational run doesn't think that wave is going to do anything. The GFS is about the same. There's a couple little members here, 1 or 2 here. But again, other than the Euro AI, not seeing a lot. We look at the Google AI, which I can't pull up. Let's do the Google AI. Okay. So here is the Google AI, and there's a couple. This is around the 8th and 9th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. There's a couple. Green is, these are kind of organic. Tropical storm. There's a yellow, category 1. So there's a couple. See that? So that's why we're not keeping an eye out on the wave yet. That's next 8th and 9th. So, there you go. And then the Euro ensembles here kind of doing the same. These are your ensembles for the frontal line, which I'm not too concerned about yet. I just worry about a sneaky little setup here that gets into some favorable environment, crosses over and has the Gulf. So, there's a few Euro ensembles showing weak, but the same time frame, 7th and 8th right here on that system. Now we go back to the other system, the one coming off. Now look at all these lines popping up here, right here. This would be the 8th. This is that wave coming off now, that big old juice. But the Euro AI is giving it a pretty decent chance. And notice the same exact flow almost following the system that we got now. So that kind of shows you the current state of the high pressure out there, where it's at. This is the AI that was showing something. So that's the 10th. Okay. So we'll just leave it at that. But there's a lot more support for that second wave. On the main European, there's a couple more, not a lot, but it is showing a few popping. So the idea is there, and the GFS is really starting to show that second wave. This is the 8th. So that's all. Nothing really historically, you could say there's going to be a storm someday. You just don't know when. But anyway, all right. Here is tropical storm percentages. Decent ones for next week, early next week. So again, the main Euro is liking tropical storm formation off the coast. Notice it pushes it off to northeast, harmless. So that's interesting. That's the frontal line, and then here's our line somewhere here. Notice tropical storm not really showing anything, just tropical depression. This little blob by Florida is the wave we're watching now. This would be the 7th and 8th. Getting in the scene a little bit. What'll probably happen, as this pulls out, we might have a brief high set back up, and that's why we're getting a brief couple models kind of pushing it back this way. If it was really close to this, it would follow it. But I think there's a window where the high builds back in and kind of blocks it. But that's even, if anything even comes. But that, weak showing here on the 7th. And that's, not even showing tropical storm, but that's the wave. And then we look down here into this little spot, and obviously that'll be where we start watching next in the year, whatever. So not very solid on that, but that's that. I wanted to show temperatures real quick on what's coming for lows. So tomorrow or Friday, blues are 50s, man. So look, I was just up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. It's going to be in the 40s, the top part of Michigan. It's going to be in the 50s and 40s in New York. I don't know if that's normal this time of year, but it's cold. So there you go. And look, it's going to even dip farther south on Saturday. We got 50s all the way down to the mountains. Sunday, about the same. There's Saturday. Sunday, a little cooler. 50s maybe making their way down to parts of the Carolinas and northern Georgia. And then it lingers a little bit into Monday, and then Tuesday it starts to back up. So, but how about that, man? That's low temperatures. How about high temperatures? Daily highs tomorrow. Look at that. 70s in the orange. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. 70s all the way to middle Georgia on Saturday. No 90s in the Carolinas on Saturday. A lot of that's rain, but still. Look at these 70s. Let's zoom in on this. This is for Sunday. Somebody's been spotted. Great. Who the hell's here? I'm looking at my camera. Hang on a second. It's not a cop. All right, here's Sunday. Look at this. High temperatures on Sunday. We're only going to be in the 80s in North Florida. Now, that could be rain. But let's look at these dew points. That was what makes it feel nice. Let's look at the anomaly. Daily high anomaly. See, it's a little below normal. Really below normal. Look at that. 10 degrees below normal in the green. Look at that on Sunday. 8 degrees below normal in Valdosta. Texas Roadhouse. We love you. Why don't we have a Texas Roadhouse in North Pinellas County? That's temperatures below normal, high temperatures. So there you go. That's all I want to talk about. I'm done. You can find out all that information on your apps. Oh, anyway. Bobby, what's up? High ends up. Yep. Where that high ends up, fronts pull them out. Correct. That's it. Well, and Uyghur goes west. That's why some of these AI models are going off a little bit into that Gulf a little bit more. See that? So this would be the only concern. I mean, nobody. We don't know how good the Google AI is yet. They claim it was really good last year, but this would be the 9th. This is, but if you look at the legend, some of the models are, developed. Not a lot. Again, and here's that next wave coming into the scene. So, could have this here, and then we got our new wave here. But again, we don't know how good the Google AI is, so let's see what the old UK is showing, because it was really the only one showing anything on. That's not what I wanted to click. Sarah yawning over there. Sarah, are you yawning? Convinced dogs are people. Okay? They yawn. They dream. They blink. They have emotions. They stretch. All right, UK. You okay? I'm okay. You okay? All right, Caribbean. Let's look here and see. All right, so it's forming a little low here. It's Monday, like we saw. Here's that wave coming in the picture. It doesn't do anything with it this time. So that's classic windshield wiper. There's yesterday's 12Z. Yesterday's 12Z, it still showed it. Today's 00Z, it didn't. So very low chances. I could spend a whole hour talking about nothing. Here's the KMA. Not really showing much. So, hey, like I said, if you want the official word, there you go. My Rays, I know, man. What's up, Steven? It's the dang, the pitching, man. It's like one day we're pitching awesome, and then we're not. Everybody loves the rolls at Roadhouse, David. I try so hard not to eat them, but then they put that butter out in front of you. I've never been to Austin's. Where's that at, JW Outlaw? No, that doesn't bother me anymore, Gus. Thank you. Iowa this weekend, Tyler. I don't think there's any systems coming into play. Is that where NASCAR's at? I don't think there's anything really significant coming. You got a high pressure. See big old H? H is your friend. So, this is Saturday. There's a little bubble here, but it looks like it skirts around it. Kind of fizzles it out. So, I don't see any big systems. High pressures are your friend. So, Iowa looks good. I don't know what side of the state they're on, but we don't have any organized systems. That high pressure blocking this little line, it's keeping it going south. It's all right. So yeah, Marcia, what's up? Yeah, we need rain, Norma, in Ocala. We don't really have a lot of rain for it. Hey, let's look at the latest drought map. I meant to do that too, by the way, on the bottom here. Let's see what Florida is. South Florida's been a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little bit. There's your latest Florida drought map. Still about the same, actually. Well, actually, they have a chart here that tells you. Last week it was 0.80, 0.80. Oh, they didn't change a thing. Almost exactly the same. So, man, a lot of that's just been these persistent winds, man. It's just been coming across. The same winds that have been limiting tropical development and bringing a lot of dust has dried up this part of Florida. Go Red Sox. I don't know about that. Yep, Iowa, we got you, Melissa. Have a good one, James. We'll be live tomorrow. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited, man. They're the Mangoes. Follow them. They're on Facebook and X. So anyway, well, hey, anything else I missed? I should be back on live Wednesday with Fox Crew again. Dust Matt, we can look at that, Jennifer. Sure. Why does my thing keep saying someone spotted? I do not know. Somebody out there? Hello? Is anybody out there? Oh, FedEx guy. What did he deliver, I wonder? Finally got some new pool thingies that hook up to your pool pump thing because they all cracked and they were pulling in air. 958. I don't see anything. That's a big box. I couldn't just get 5 of them, so now I got more than I need. Let's look at the dust map, and then we will go, because somebody asked me for the dust map. Let's take a look. Dust map, dust map. Hey, Longo. Come here, Longo. Hey, come here. Longo, let's say hi. Where's he going? He's going to the potty or something. Longo, come here. Come here. Oh, he's on a mission. Oh, he's on a mission to get water or go to the bathroom. We'll find out soon. All right. I don't hear any water. All right, let's take a look here at the current dust map. All right, so that's what we're dealing with now. There's that dust. This is the second, so our system's in train and a lot of dust. I've showed that a lot, obviously. This is wrapping in around our system. A little window, maybe. This is the 5th and 6th. You know, this is where maybe it might have a little window, but dust is coming in behind it. Then we got a little break. This is kind of where maybe that next wave's trying to get going. And, you know, here's the 7th. So what happens this time of year, you start getting little pulses of dust, and then you get a little break. And it's not a stick here the second time around. So this is the 8th. There's another plume coming, though, behind it. Look at that. Holy cow. Well, I tell you what, too. All right, so let's just break it down. Well, somebody was talking about the 15th. This only goes out to the 8th. But there's a big window here around the 7th and 8th. Long range looking, though, there's a couple things. The MJO is obviously getting into somewhat fair. Come here, Longo. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. He's laying on Louie. Come here. Come here. He just got his head on Louie right now. He's like, Dad, you wanted me to lay with my brother, and now I'm laying with my brother, and you're yelling at me to get off of him. Now he's crawling on him. Here he comes. Hey, you want to bring me that toy? Now he's playing. Bring it here. God, come here. Don't be stubborn like all the other Frenchies we ever had. Come here. 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 Longo. All right, upper level winds. I want to show you this. I was looking at some stuff today. Upper level winds in the middle part of August. Really not showing anything down the road, which would slow down the progression of winds from Africa. And, you know, things like that you look for. I mean, you start to see less winds, less dust, but we did see another plume coming. So I hate long range looking, but I was looking at this 8th and 9th setup. You know, here's the 10th, for example. Here's the 9th. So upper level winds around the 9th. This is your jet stream winds. They're pretty light. So it all coincides with that kind of wave we're watching now coming off of Africa. So, you know, things like that. Here's the 9th right here. So I'll have a little better environment. The 8th and 9th. The MJO is going to be kind of in a somewhat enhanced phase coming around that same time frame. What did that open up? A little green here towards that. So, you know. But till we see something, that's it. No more speculating. There's some winds. Marine Max. All right, that's it for me. A lot of heat. And we're not going to see Longo. Well, I'll go get Longo. Screw it. Where's that, buddy? Come here. Where'd you go? You got him? Longo.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Come here.
What are you doing? Maybe we can get you in grumbling mode. We got to show Longo. Look, he's like, I didn't do it, Dad. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right, so here we go. A couple people really wanted to see you. There's Longo. 12 weeks old today or tomorrow or when? This week. I don't know when his birthday is, though. All right, I'm going to go over to the Brew Crew here. See what you guys are talking about bacon. Get me all hungry. Oh, God. Longo. Oh, man. See, I'm trying not to eat that much. And you guys are talking about bacon and pancakes and... I want to see you in gremlin mode. He's like, he knows he can be trouble. Right? You're like, Dad, I could be so bad. Look. I love his little chin. He's got a little white spot on his chin. You're going to look like me when you get older. Julie said he didn't like to lay on his back, so let's see if he gets into gremlin mode. Okay. We'll just lay sideways for a little bit. Everybody thinks he's getting bigger, but in reality, when you put him next to my face, he's not that big. All right, no gremlin bars. Vivar's going to get very little rain, Erica. We got this pattern set in with these strong Atlantic winds and high pressure. It's going to be rainy to the north, but not to the south. All right, well, you've been really good, buddy. I know you're just really turned into a good little doggy. Yes, you are. Curious. All right. We'll see it. Give me a little doggy kiss. God, he's turned into all the other dogs. Now he won't give me one. Probably for the best. All right. Hey, listen. So we'll be live tomorrow. Paige is going on a cruise. Looks great. Nothing's looking bad for anybody. Don't cancel any plans. We just like to look ahead. One day, we'll have a storm, but that's not today. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday. And it's clouding up around here. We have to put the radar on. Shelly's right. She can tell when I'm bored. Well, I'm feeling better today, too. The last couple of days, I was a little tired, I think. I told you, we've been on the go forever. It just seems like this year worse than ever, man. Let's put on the old Tampa radar. Yes, I see stuff popping. See little storms popping here right by my house. Oh yeah, starting to get them. They're popping, little popcorn storms. We'll be here. Oh, there's one up there at River Ridge right now. Anybody up around Moon Lake? You getting a little popper right now? Let's see. Anybody in Brooksville? We got a little storm over Brooksville. We got one close to Inverness there. We got one south of Chiefland, Otter Creek. That's US 19 territory. We have, what kind of warnings we have in Miami? Oh, we have heat advisories now all the way down into, is that new? So they just added heat advisories all the way to South Florida today. Did they update this map? Oh yeah, look at that. That's new. All of Florida now. Wow. They just added the heat advisory for all of Florida. You all down south, look at that. The whole state of Florida. Can you believe it? It's summer. We have a heat advisory. I get it. All right, I'm out of here. Bye.